What is good, you guys? It's Lifestyle from lifestylethedude.com, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make trap soul type beats from scratch with some nice pianos, pads, vocals. I break down the drums, everything, so let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to be roaming around the 120, 125 range, and I'm going to come up with a chord progression, and we're going to go from there, insert it into some instances of Omnisphere. We're going to use my preset bank Nova, and we're going to find some cool stuff, so let's start. Alright, let's record this. So we don't need to count it. I'm just going to play the chord a few times till I like how it sounds. Alright, I think I like that last one. And let's insert our first chord just like this. Take off record. I'm going to fix it up a tiny bit so it's a bit better. Let's see what this sounds like. Perfect. I love that velocity too. So we're going to drag this over to the second bar, and on the second bar we're going to change it to down. So let's just copy the velocities over. And let's do something like this and see what it sounds like so far. Should sound good. Cool, that sounds great. Now let's bring this over here. Let's loop it and let's invert this. See what this sounds like. Let's maybe add a passing note in here. And we're going to pass into the part that, you know, we inverted. That sounded cool. Alright, I like that better. So let's actually copy this over. So let's copy it into this instance of Omnisphere, and we are going to be using my Nova Bank and the pad Life. And this pad's really dope. So let me just solo this so you can hear it. We're going to go add reverb to it real quick. So I could add the reverb inside of Omnisphere, but I actually want to add a plate reverb from Waves. Alright, and let's blend it back in with our piano, see how it sounds. Sounding great so far. And then we're actually going to take out these high notes for this pad. Alright, that sounds good. So let's go ahead and let's roll in a bass line. That's what I like to start next. So I'm going to use this 808. And I'm just going to fill out these lower notes. We'll probably switch them around a bit, but let's get a cool tone going for this. And you want a sine bass for these type of beats for sure. Something that really has a lot of low end energy but has like a top end like saturation to it. They always sound really good. I like to keep a really low note, and then we're going to do a passing note into the next note. And I love to do passing notes and a little bit of octave changes sometimes because it sounds really good. And let's try to do a higher octave of the G sharp. Let's see what this sounds like. Let's bring this down. Alright, that actually sounds really good. I like that. Everything's perfect. So next, what I want to do is either go into some type of vocal or actually bring in some type of lead. I think we're going to go with, let's see. Let's start with the lead, see if we can get something cool. So for this lead, we're in the Nova Bank again. We're using Rhodes Bank. And this is what it sounds like. So it's actually going to sound really cool in the back of this beat. And let's find a melody that we like. Okay, and for this, we're going to link it and we're going to put a delay on it, and we're going to have short notes with a quarter note delay that rings out. So that should sound really good. And then we're going to tuck that back. So let's actually EQ before it goes into the delay. Cut out some high end. Let's tuck this back a little bit. That sounds good. Now let's get a vocal. So I found this really cool vocal in Exhale. And we're going to lay that down with the chord progression and the bass line we have, and it's going to sound crazy. So let's go ahead and kind of drop that in and figure out how we want it to go. Alright, so I just threw some EQ, reverb, and a bit of delay on it, and here's what it sounds like. Might need to turn this up a little bit. Let's start it over. So let's go ahead and run this feedback a little bit, and let's turn up our decay, and it should sound good now. So let's go ahead and just lay this out a little bit. Alright, let's go into the hi-hat and do some adjustments to the hi-hat. So I'm only going to work on the first 4 bars of this, and then I'll duplicate it over and kind of switch a couple. So I want the second note of every hi-hat to be turned down with velocity. So it already has that movement going. And then we're kind of going to add a few rolls in here. Alright, so velocity, as you can see, plays a big part in that, right? We have so much velocity changes going on here in between each hi-hat. We have it going lower, and you could see that it kind of gives the track a flow. It gives it a different vibe, and it's just really good to do with these type of beats. So you really want to focus on that. Alright, now let's work on the kick pattern. I want to go with like a really dry type of kick for this. So I'm going to open this in here, and we're going to find a cool pattern, and we're also going to do a little bit of ghost notes for this kick. So let's go ahead and bring this in like this. Let's turn it down a tiny bit. Alright, here's where we're going to do a couple of these ghost notes. Cool, so let's go ahead and listen to this. here, maybe we could do like a triplet feel. Cool, so let's go ahead and listen to the drums by themselves right now. And let's put an open hi-hat in. And I kind of want to have it at a lower pitch, so let's see. Cool, that sounds good way down there. And then I'm going to add one more thing in. So that little alien effect pitch down with the drums and the bass sound like this. That really gives it that tone. All right, cool. So now let's arrange this real quick. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this video, leave a thumbs up. You can follow me on all social medias at Lifestyle Did It. Make sure to hit my site, lifestyledidit.com, for drum kits and everything else. Other than that, subscribe to your boy, push notifications. Thanks.